Good morning, you all. So, as today is the third day, and today sir is going to discuss something about preparation of the videos and all. So, over to you, sir.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Dr. Nisha ji, and thank you, Sangeeta. Uh, okay, today on the first day we saw various tools and technologies, how we can use them for offering our online classes. And yesterday you understood about using some learning management system. And please feel free to use any of the platform. The idea is not the platform. The idea is how do we want to connect with our students. So whatever the platform you can use, although every platform will have some, strengths and some weaknesses. Uh, Sometimes the people ask me the question, sir, which is the best software? Uh, I prefer that we should not go into what is the best software because there are so many best softwares. And particularly sometimes if it is best, it comes with some cost. And when it comes to the cost, then people start hesitating it because, you sometimes we cannot afford the expensive things. Although expensive doesn't mean best, but sometimes the best may be expensive. So that way, my theory is that use whatever you feel because these are the tools to help us to create our class. So they are not the class, they are the tools for us to make our class. And in whatever way we can comfortably, easily, although definitely it may make a difference that suppose if I have to go from say New Delhi to Ghaziabad, and if I travel in a three-wheeler, an auto, or if I travel in an Audi, it will make a difference definitely. I may reach from point A to point B, but how I will be reaching there? So these things they are there. So that was your second day. Now, one of the important aspects of online teaching learning is from the teacher end is to create visual resources. And then we need to create, say, video programs, because if you see the success of Khan Academy or certain other platforms, there are many successful MOOCs which have been created by Coursera, edX, and other platforms only on the basis of their video programs. And they, in fact, IIT Kanpur, when they started with their MOOC, the MOOCkit platform, which we are using for our cooperative learning online course, in which around 5,000 students are there. They also initially, when they started it, their first MOOC was also completely on video based. So they created all the videos related to their programs and offered it and explained everything in such a interesting way that you get the point from there. So today we will see some of the applications with the help of which we can create uh, video effectively for our course. Now, there is one point. Number one, Sangeeta ji, although I think yesterday there was no electricity outage, but sometimes, the electricity fluctuates. So if that happens, then maybe either if Dr. Parveen can join at that time, or you just keep them engaged, because the society genset automatically starts up. But what happens that if that happens, the modem, it gets reset, and then it may take 2-3 minutes in booting up again. So I mean, sir, I'm just forewarning that in case it may happen that way.
Don't worry, sir.
So let me show you. Okay, first I will show you the platform which we are using now for creating our video lessons. The platform which we are using now is the Zoom. So it is not only Zoom, but the process will remain the same. So if you are using WebEx, if you are using Zoom, if you are using Google Meet, whatever the teaching learning platform, you can also use the same for recording your video lessons in the same way. Let me show you an interesting thing. I told it to one of my friend in Japan, and he was, I need to share my screen first. Just wait. Okay, and now you will be able to see my screen. So when I told him, he was asking me about how we can create visual resources, the videos, the easy way, means not any too much complex technology into it. So I told him that you can use Zoom, and he was so happy. Let me show you his reaction. Okay, here he is, my friend in Japan, and see, he found it so interesting. He works there for the ministry, and that I was developing, and then he did his try, and it is very recent. You can see the date on 20th of May. My first try was this 14-minute YouTube video for my bilingual and Japanese society class, like there. So first I speak to the web camera for the students which have not met me, and then soon I switch to showing and narrating the presentation slides, like there. So what you can do is that you use this Zoom, and how we can use it. It's very simple. You create your, and you don't need to purchase the subscribed version of Zoom or all these platforms for that. You can simply create your ID in the free account, and say for example, if we are talking of Zoom, it gives you 40 minutes the free, and they are adequate. Means uh, if you want a longer session to be done, you can always create another class, and later on through the some video editing software, you can merge them videos. So you don't need any account which goes up to 3 hours in one go. Even 20 minutes is okay for that. So what you can do, just any using these platforms, that is I have found that the easy one. You create your class, say for example in Zoom, and I think, let me see if I can log into that. Maybe this is the website. You will go there to create your free ID on, and then you can use it. The sign up, it is free from there. Let me close this side window. Okay, here sign up, and it is free. The sign up is simple. It doesn't ask you many things. So it will ask you this, some information. And since I already have my session, so I will simply log in using your credentials, and then you schedule a new meeting from there. So there are two ways: either you use this on the top, schedule a meeting, or join a meeting, or host a meeting. The difference between join a meeting is that, like, you have joined the meeting now. So this is there for you to join some session as a participant. And hosting a meeting means, as a teacher, you want to host some meeting, like that. And this is schedule a meeting. Here they call it meeting, but you can consider it as a class, as a session. So you can schedule. It will ask you a few things, and nowadays they have become quite powerful. So you give all your topics. Here you can see that your basic plan has 40 minutes time, and then you can fix everything, and you can save. After that, once you have scheduled it, then launch your class. Since I'm already using this, it may not pop up my second instance of Zoom. So you launch your class, and after that you will, like you joined here now, you will see your screen in which it will ask you to join, and then you start your video, you start your audio, and then start your presentation also, or any website. If you are showing some web browser based any content, keep them opened. Then what you do, uh, either you can click on start recording first, and that is very easy. When you are there as a teacher, actually, you start recording. On the lower menu, on the lower portion of the screen, you will find the option for start recording. And once the recording starts, like at present, if you are seeing, there is a green small thin patch on your screen in which a red dot is blinking. You see that, it means then your session is being recorded. So if you see that red dot in a black circle, that means the session is being recorded. So you start the recording, and then you don't need any student into it. You just be yourself, and then bring your PPT if you are presenting some PowerPoint presentation, or if you want to show some direct website, anything, just keep it open, and then start sharing your screen, because only then it will be visible in the recording. So start sharing your screen, select that particular item which you want to discuss, okay, and then just go ahead, because the recording is on. So for recording, either you just fix for everything in the screen first and then start recording, or better it is that you start recording it first and then bring everything again on the screen, because in that case then there may be some initial 2-3 minutes of your screen which is for your preparation. You can very well later on through editing software cut them, so that your class will look like actual class at that time, and then it can go that way. And once you think that you have covered all the things, then you first stop recording, because the recording will be closed. After that, you stop sharing your screen and close any other applications. So that way, because our purpose is here to record, so whatever is captured between that recording is more important for you. So that way, it is one of the simple way to record the here whatever in your presentation. If it goes, if you select the full screen, then the animations or anything etc. in your presentation, if they are there, they will be recorded as such. They will go as such into the presentation. So that will be. It is one of the simple way currently nowadays which we are using. So you can use Zoom, you can use WebEx, you can use Google Meet, you can use Jitsi. There are a big blue button. There are very many platforms, whatever is. And since you alone are conducting it, so there is no issue of some student sharing their screen or unmuting their microphone. That disturbance will not be there, because there is no participant in your class. So your video recording will be good. Means everything will be you can find it from there. And perhaps I think he posted his recording also somewhere. It means if you want to see, yeah, it is on YouTube. Let me see. So you can see that how it worked.
Hello, this is Steve McCarty, and I'm going to try a new method called Zoom casting, a tip that I got from a friend, Dr. Ramesh Sharma in New Delhi, India. And today I will give a presentation for my bilingualism and Japanese society class entitled Bilingualism and Language Acquisition. So first I will show my screen. So welcome to today's class. So language acquisition, Gengo Shutoku. So you can see that that there was an important book called about bilingual education and bilingualism. And when a Japanese scholar translated it, then he translated it into like instead of bilingual.
So you can see that the whatever you want to present is here on the screen, and the teacher's video is there. And I just noted that somebody in the chat message asked a question. Let me see, about the safety of Zoom. Let me tell you this, that Zoom is safe. Okay, this question was asked by Professor Devender Shantilal. Zoom, there is no problem with the Zoom. Initially, it was also there was no problem. Only that we people, we are fools. We do not know how to handle a technology. And even right now also, I see, we are flooded with webinars, and everybody is, speaking nowadays on webinar, and in the name of COVID, all the possible topics on earth, everything is COVID. If you have how you sleep during COVID time, how you eat during COVID time, how you jump during COVID time, everything is COVID nowadays, and everyone has gone online. And what everybody is doing from this category of people, that they will create a Zoom session. It will generate a link, it will generate a meeting ID, it will generate a password, and what they will do after that, they will post that password all over the world, including space, Mars, Moon, Jupiter, Saturn, etc. Tell the whole universe that this is my meeting ID, this is my password. And then, when you are, what is the point if you are sharing the password? What is the purpose of password? To keep your session safe. But if you are saving it, and definitely then the extra people will enter your class who are just there to either take some maja or to destroy your session, something, because there are all kind of people. Sometimes, non-serious people also enter your session. So this is not the question. And secondly, nowadays, if you schedule your class using Zoom session, it has made that the waiting room facility as the compulsory. You can always enable that waiting room facility. Like now, Dr. Geeta Rani is waiting in the waiting room, and Sangeeta ji will allow. Dr. Anamika is waiting in the room. I can see the messages appearing on my screen. Now, this is the safety feature. There is no question of whether the Zoom was safe or not. The question is how we are using it. And I fail to understand that unless you are openly telling something about your bank account and your credit card, PIN card, etc., what information it is going to steal. You are just teaching something on their own, and they. So don't worry about it. Okay, let me see another question. Is the recording option available in free version of Zoom or not? Yes, Gaurav, it is available in free version of Zoom. Everything is available there. The only issue with Zoom is 40 minutes and 100 participants. And then if you want, somehow, if you want a longer, then you can try WebEx. I have my account in on these platforms. I have used all these platforms, including Jitsi and Go Webinar and GoToMeeting and Go Brunch. I will show you the screen of Go Brunch. That is very interesting platform. So there, I believe that an ideal video, unless you are making a video which is of the caliber of Bahubali movie, which was around 3 hours, और वो तो इतनी अच्छी थी कि यदि वो 4 घंटे की होती तो भी हम उसको नॉन स्टॉप देख सकते थे. तो यदि आप उस क्वालिटी का वीडियो बना सकते हो तो आप 4 घंटे तक जा सकते हो. Otherwise, educational videos, mostly the pedagogy says that don't create it for more than around say 20 minutes at the maximum. If it is there, break your content unless it is TED Talk or something else, because these are the live lectures. There is no question. But here, if you are for teaching purpose, if you are creating, better create shorter video, explain it, take that next something and mix it with your class. So that is the right way to do the things. Okay. That government notification, I should not say anything about these people who are in those chairs and what kind of advisors they have. So means you know them very well. Perhaps I need not comment on who they are. Can anybody tell me any reason that UGC had a long list of journals, and out of blue one day some clerk sleeping in their own mind and just struck off 4,500 journals from their list without checking anything? And then later on, a lot of halla gulla was made. Then they said that, oh, don't worry, we are bringing out another care list, something. And even in that care list, I know that there are many journals who are completely utterly worthless journals, but I don't know how, why they are in that. So those things are there. Okay, how to create Zoom room and what is the usage of Zoom room, how to create start meeting in the Zoom room. The Zoom rooms are there when you are having many participants, particularly in a conference. Because like now I'm conducting this session, here everybody has to say similar thing. But suppose if you are conducting a conference in which there are, say for example, more than one speaker. So currently 2 speakers, like now I'm talking and then Parveen is there. And I'm speaking about online assessment, and Parveen is speaking about video resources to be created. And some of the participants want to attend this session, some of the participants want to attend that session. So you can create various Zoom rooms and then either make an announcement or through your software, you can send them to various rooms. You can divide. So it is something like parallel sessions in a conference there. Okay, so Zoom is not safe at all. Every software is not safe at all in that way. If you if you are thinking that all the softwares are soft, it is how you handle the software that makes whether it is safe or not. Dr. Sharmali is saying, is there any app which can accommodate more number of participants in free version? Google Meet can accommodate 250 students there. Google Meet is free, but that the institutional version which is offered through Gmeet, that is can accommodate. Otherwise, your the normal Gmail ID, because the Google Meet is started with the free version, but that goes with 100 participants. So at present, the answer to your question is 100 participants is the maximum limit that is there. So, okay, so this is one application, and about this, so you can try it, and this phenomenon works with the same as even in the Skype class also. So nowadays the Skype also offers you, and they have expanded their means video capability. More participants can join now through the video call also, but you don't need their video call. But then if you want to conduct a live class using Skype, there also automatically, if you start recording on it, it will record. And the good thing is that as soon as your session is over, you stop recording, the video created will automatically be stored in your Skype chat, and it will stay there for 30 days. Within that, you can download it and you can edit it, and then you can upload it on YouTube or share with any other your video sharing platform. So that's also another good option with you if you can use it. There is one advantage of Skype over these platforms is that if you are having your international audience in that. So currently, I think Skype, the last time when I was using it in Malaysia, because many of my friends, they are Spanish and Portuguese speaking. So I used to talk to them in English only, and they will talk to me in their language like Spanish or Portuguese. The Skype will convert it. So the Skype will translate it in real time. So I will hear it in English, although it will be a machine voice, not a human voice, but it will translate it. And then it will show me the transcription on the screen also, so that I can make out. Sometimes if the word is not clear to me, I can see it on the screen and from there. So you can try that software also. So this is how you deal with this. Let me close it. And there, okay. The next thing which you can use for creating, and it is a very simple tool, which you can use offline. Means you don't need to go online, because there are some other tools which are online in nature. You need internet connection to use them. So first I will go with this application offline, which I told to many of my friends who are nowadays taking sessions online. and giving training about it. So, and because the people, they have found it quite easy. It is called as FreeCam. This is the website. It is called as FreeCam. This is that tool, and it won't ask you to create any sign up or something. Just enter your email ID and click on a download button, and then it will start. It is only 20 MB file. 20 MB का छोटा सा file है. You will download it, and then here you see it runs on Windows 10, Windows 8, or Windows 7. Although I doubt that somebody will be using Windows 7 nowadays. That is a very older version of that. And if you are still using Windows 7, it means that your laptop may be very old, or the memory may be very less at that time. So that way it is better to upgrade that. Once you download it, let me show it to you that how it will look like. I hope that my screen will go. Not coming. Okay. Where is free? Now you will see. Once you download it, then you launch it. So this is the FreeCam, and it has some good features. So you click on Start Recording, New Recording. My screen sharing
sorry,
has
sir,
stopped.
just yes.
Yeah, it has stopped. Let me see why it stopped. Okay, where is... Because it is recording, and it is taking over my screen. So let me see where I can go. Yeah, perhaps this one will go. Okay, now here you will see. You see this black and white border area. Whatever is within this screen will be recorded, and you can very well, by dragging these here, you can fix it according to the area which you want to record it. You can make it full screen, hold the screen, some portion, somewhere, whatever you think is okay. And it's simple, but the only thing is that, and it will be good for those people who are a little bit camera shy. They don't want their face to go into the recording. Then this will be good for them. It will record. You can see from there the red dot to start recording, and this is the microphone level. Once you record it, once you say something there, and then these are the size of the window. If you increase it, you can see that the size increases or decreases accordingly. You can readjust the window size from there. So how do we use it then? It is very simple. Say like if I open any presentation which is available with me. Okay, here I'm opening a presentation. Now what I can do, I can make my presentation as full screen, and then it can go, or otherwise I can simply cover this area, because the advantage is that in that case, in the left I can see all my slides which are there, and I can surround my area like that here. And let me create some 2-3 slides. Okay, so here you are. Then you are on the first slide, and you then start recording. And from the settings, you can see that how to pause or how to stop it. So here if you suppose during recording, if you remembered something, then press F9, it will pause, and again press F9, it will resume the recording. In case if you need to pause your recording and do something else, say for example, while showing slide number 2, you remembered something that you want to show some photograph or some website, you can pause the recording, bring that screen up, bring it within this black and white border line. Again, press F9, the recording will start like that. And once you think that your recording is over, then press escape and the recording will stop. So that way it is there. So let us try to see that how it will work. So I will click on this red dot here, 3, 2, 1, and it will say go. Okay, friends, welcome to this session on media in online teaching and learning. In this session, we will study that what are various media available to us, which we can use. Say, for example, we can use narrative media, in which we have some online tools with us, and then we can include some audio messages into it. We can include some animations into it. And with this, this session is over. Thank you very much. I hope you have enjoyed. So the here that the video is there. So this is automatically come from here. Now by clicking on this play button, you can see it will say go. Okay, friends, welcome to this session on media in online teaching and learning. In this session, we will study that what are various media available to us, which we can use. Say, for example, we can use narrative media, in which we have some online tools with us, and then we can include some audio messages into it. We can include some animations into it. And with this, this session is over. Thank you very much. I hope you have enjoyed. Okay. Now what I can do, this video is ready. I can either edit it by clicking on the editing. Editing means somewhere you want to cut some portion. So you select that portion. Here it is showing you the timeline, or you want to click start from somewhere to somewhere. You can fix it and create the timeline. And after that selecting, you can remove the noise. You can adjust the volume, fade in, fade out at some places. Once you are think, then you can save and close. Or otherwise, what you can do, you can simply save it as a video, and then it will ask you that where you want to save it. You can give it a name and then save it as video. Say for example, I'll give the name here. By default, it is a good thing that it puts the timestamp into it. So I'll click and save. And here, this is one which we have created. You can see. It will say go. Okay, friends, welcome to this session on media in online teaching and learning. In this session, we will study that what are various media, and then you can simply upload it on YouTube or put it anywhere where you think that it is okay. So that way you can use it. Okay, so any questions about it? And after that, I will go to the next one. Okay, there is a question by Gaurav, software to improve video quality. Oh, there is, means the video quality depends on what settings you select while recording. Means it is in a way little difficult that whatever in computer we say a term called as GIGO. So I hope you know what is meant by GIGO. So whatever if your initial quality is there may be certain, means like audio, you can through the Audacity software you can improve its quality, but for video it will, because there are so many elements goes into it. No, in FreeCam there is no time limit. You can record, but it is better to record say around 10-15 minutes. See it, save it, What happens otherwise? Sometimes if your suppose microphone stops working and you do not know what happened, then whole your exercise will go waste. It is always a better create shorter videos and then you can join them. I'll show you some editing softwares with the help of which you can join them, you can create them. Is there any app to attach or use mobile camera to the laptop? No, for attaching a mobile camera to your laptop, you don't need a laptop, any app for that. You have your mobile camera, you have the cable, and you can attach it there. But there are some other softwares in which you can use your mobile camera, your mobile phone, you attach it to your laptop, and then it can become your laptop camera. So then there are some softwares into it. With only audio be recorded or video also? No, in FreeCam, it will record your audio only. It won't ask for your camera there. Yeah, it's only voice recording. Oh, GIGO is garbage in, garbage out. It is a computer term for software designing. So if your software has, means if it says that if you input data, which is a garbage, the computer will give garbage out. So the GIGO, garbage in, garbage out. As you told it offline, can it use without internet? Yes, Rajesh ji, you just download it. I used it offline. Means I was not using my internet for it. It is simply offline. Maybe if you can see my desktop, perhaps it will show you desktop. You can see here it is FreeCam. It is downloaded. I'll simply double click it, or it says that it is already running. So here it is webcam, and I can start a new recording. Are you sure you want to start new recording? Yes, I'm sure. So here another window, and then you can use it in this way. It's completely offline, means not to be used online there. In fact, whatever is happening, say now, there we can simply use it with whatever will come within this screen. It will record it. FreeCam will be good with whiteboard use. Yes, it is a good idea to use it. You click it, save it, and then record everything with there. Can we merge videos by this application? Merging videos, because this is a video creation tool, not the merging tool. For if you want to go for merging tool, I will show you some application in which they are there. Okay, I think that is the last question, because yeah, okay. So I will come to that when we go for video editing in that way. But at present, you can see, so here, so let me close this one, and okay. So this one is there. Now, next. Okay, we are on the site. The another one, which is also very good, but it is online, and that will serve your purpose if you want your video to go into that. That is called as Screencast-O-Matic. This is Screencast-O-Matic screen recorder. So you create your ID into it. Here you will find sign up. Because in my case it is showing me because my ID is already there, so it is logged in. But once you create your ID on it, Screencast-O-Matic, it will show you this page for you, which you can use for there, and then it is free. The only thing is that you you in one time it will allow you to record 15 minutes, 15 minutes. If you want longer session, then you create another video and later on join them. And here it has three facilities with you. It can record your screen only or your webcam only. Sometimes you want to have the teacher interview and then record it, or both. Let us see how it is done. I'm presuming that you can create your ID into it. So once you are logged into your account, you click on start recording. And then it will show you this message here. It will look like on your screen will look like this one. So launch free recorder. If those of you who are using it for the first time on your machine, it may ask your permission for using your microphone or for your webcam, and then it will launch the recorder. You click on the recording, and depending on how long you used it, it will try to update it. Like, you can see it on the screen now, it is updating it. It depends on, suppose if you have many months when you did it last time, it will ask you to record it. And after that, you see now on your screen, this border area, it has come. It works as in FreeCam, it worked, but it has little extra power now there, which you can use it. Let me explain to you here. You see this window, this is the teacher window. Means यहाँ पे मेरा वीडियो जाएगा, अभी नहीं जाएगा क्योंकि Zoom is using my camera, and at one time only one application can hold off the camera. So when I record it, perhaps my video will not be there, but you will see this gray area in the recording there. And it has three modes. If I select it, it will only be the whole of the video. Here the video in the center, this middle button, my video in the corner, I can select it, or here on the screen. So that way you can decide from here. And if you sometimes if you have 2-3 cameras with you, from here you can click on it and select that which camera you want to use it for your laptop. And then there are the settings. If I select screen only, so my video will not come. So select the video has disappeared from there. Screen. Then the second is webcam. In this case, only the video will come. Means my video, my face will come only. And if I select both, then the both things will be recorded on the screen. The maximum time in free version, it is the free recorder will capture up to 15 minutes at a time. Then this is the size, and size you can control it, whether you can want to go to full screen. Active window means whatever is active at that time, or you can decide. And it is simple. You want to adjust it, just drag and drop whatever the screen you want to it. And then this is, as you know, your microphone level. If the bar is moving, it means that it is your audio level showing, and it shows that your microphone is perfect, it is working well. And then if you want, this computer audio means if you have some audio file saved on your computer and you are not speaking, you want to add that, then you can select it, computer audio, from there. And then there are some other preferences like how to stop, where to stop. These are the alternatives. Means you should know that where you will be pausing and means clicking what. Like if I control Alt P, it will pause my recording, and then I can go ahead and using there. So this is the countdown control bar, where it should go, on the bottom, on the top. You can control it. Here is the countdown. Countdown means 3, 2, 1, go, like that. It will show you so that you are ready, you know when to stop. And संगीता जी, ये पंकज जी को अलाउ करो, वो मेरे स्क्रीन पे मैसेज रोक रहे हो. Okay, so this way you decide it, and after that, once you think that you are ready with everything, then simply, okay, let me bring something. Okay, what I will do, let me make it little adjustable, and then I'll just demonstrate it. I will click on start recording, this red button here. 3, 2, 1, go. Now Okay, friends, welcome to this session. In this session, we will see some of the websites on how we can use them. And say, for example, today we are at IPEM Ghaziabad, which is one of the premier institute on professional and educational management. This is their website. Let us have a tour. So here is the admission form. You are encouraged to recommend the institute, and here are the faculty members. This is the IPEM journal, which you can see that the articles are published regularly into it. And then let us see the learning management system. And after that, we will study that how we can get your article published in some journal. And this way you think that now you are able to take control of your class and you can record your sessions effectively. So this way. Now, after doing this, you just pause the recording, means you stop it. Now you have some options with you, and let me close these extra windows so that you see that what has been recorded on the screen. Okay, so here is my session which has. Now I can do play from here, and here is my timer. It shows that I recorded it for say 1 minute 11 seconds 58 microseconds. Let me play. It is the preview. Go now. Okay, friends, welcome to this session. In this session, we will see some of the websites on how we can use them. And say, for example, today we are at IPEM Ghaziabad, which is one of the premier institute on professional and educational management. This is their website. Let us have a tour. So here is the admission form. You are encouraged to recommend the institute, and here are the faculty members. This is the IPEM journal, which you can see that the articles are published regularly into it. And then let us see the learning management system. And after that, we will study that how we can get your article published in some journal. And this way you think that now you are able to take control of your class and you can record your sessions effectively. So okay, this way. And see, you are still watching the raw video. So if you think that during your presentation, your video, you wanted to include it, but it is overlapping some of the content. So in that way, previously, before starting it, you can decide that how to prepare your presentation and keep some space, extra space there, so that your video can fit into that portion there. And then accordingly, you can readjust it anywhere you can move it. So once you think that everything is okay, then you can click on done button. So here I click on done. When I click on it, it will ask me these two options. If I'm happy, I can save it or upload it. And this software also like FreeCam allows you to upload it on YouTube, or I can edit it. It has a built-in editor into it, which you can see here. There are some functions like I want to add some text, say name, or zoom out, zoom in, making something blur, want to cut some portion, something like that. We can do that, or we can click on say saving it. It is here. You can see the timeline. This is for my audio, and if there is some noise or something, we can check it from there. We can cut it, and otherwise we can save it as a video file. We can save it to your account, the Screencast-O-Matic account, and we can upload it on YouTube also directly from here. It will go. Suppose if you click on it, but for that it will need you to add your YouTube account into it. And after that, it will ask you which account you are logged in, and from there, it will ask you to, go and say it is asking you to continue. you can continue, or it is better that you can save it in your Screencast-O-Matic account also. So successful authorization and done. Okay, done. So now your recording has been resized for HD. I recorded it in a different way, but here it is recording it in higher definition now. So I think just now somebody was asking you for the quality. So the softwares they can take. Here is my account. Here is the recording. So you can rename it now. I can give it IPEM recording number 1, whatever name you want to type it. Then description, which will go into the YouTube description area. The tags, the privacy, you can make it private, unlisted, because these are the YouTube settings now. Category education, you can select what category you want. There are so many categories where you want to put it. And if you want the captions, here it won't there, but captions are the titles. You have to upload them separately because your software didn't catch your voice to record it. And when you say publish, it will start publishing it. Depending on the length of your video, it will take time in uploading it, and the kind of the videos, the size of that video, how it is there. Since it is only 1 minute, then it won't take more time. Its quality is very good. Actually, this Screencast-O-Matic, they have a very good audio and video. Now it is done. You can see from here. It says that it is published to YouTube, and then what I can do, I can share it on my Facebook. I can send it to my Twitter account. I can email it. I can share it with my Microsoft Teams account, or I can from here directly. I can send it to my Google Classroom from there. Or I can open it, copy the link, and when I think, so let's say copy the link, and we can say done, or you can say open the upload. So it will go to my YouTube account, and see here the video. No, this is IPM1. Yeah, this one. Cool. Now, okay, friends, welcome to this session. In this session, we will see some of the websites on how we can use them. And say, for example, today we are at IPEM Ghaziabad, which is one of the premier institute on professional and educational management. This is their website. Let us have a tour. So here is the admission form. You are encouraged to recommend the institute, and here are the faculty members. This is the IPEM journal, which you can see. Now you may be knowing that now how you can use this, and here in the description, if I had typed something, it would have come here, and you can go to my channel and you can find some of the interesting videos there. And you can share this video from here by clicking. This is the link, and from here it is the embedding link. The embedding link is useful for you to embed it in your LMS. You copy this code from here, copy by clicking it, and then you can go to your, say for example, if you are using Moodle, so you can open and log into your Moodle. And you can see that which course you want to go into it. Okay, say like I'll just show you how to embed it in your course. So you may be knowing that you need to turn editing on, and after that it will open. So you will add an activity, and from here I will add a label. Now this has come, so I will add my video, embed, and save it. So you can see this video has come here. I can center it. If you click on it, it will show you. Let me change my role to the student. And as a student, how it will look like. So this is student role. So this is how this course will look like to the student. You can see the video has come here. Cool. Now, okay, friends, welcome to this session. In this session, we will see some of the websites on how we can use them. And say for example, this way you use it and get there. Now, this is my YouTube channel, and from here you can search Dr. Ramesh Sharma EDU. And there are some videos which you can find useful for you. Okay, this one.
Hello everyone. Today I'm going to make a demonstration on how to make a video, means how to edit a video. So first of all, before that, let us have our input materials. Say let's check that what we have. So here I have three things with me. One is this video in which I have a lecture. Then there is another video in which I want to take some material from that. And there is this is a photograph. Which I want to integrate into the video. Okay, this is the video which I want to integrate, and this is a video.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Which is the main lesson, and here is this presentation, which is of around 8 minutes duration.
Assistance, any attendance. Hence, you are feeling a bit
And
intimidated.
I want to take out this signature tune from this video. So it means what we will be doing from this video.
So I have given this link in the chat box here. You can copy it. You can go to my channel and save that. Here are some of the questions which you were asking. How you can use MP4 splitter. And if you can see it here on the screen, there are two files, MP4 splitter and MP4 joiner. You can see it there in the corner where my mouse pointer is there. MP4 splitter and MP4 joiner. These are to split it or to join it easily any video. But this video is a complete 20 minutes video, a demonstration, practical demonstration on how you can assemble different items and make a regular video. This I created for my faculty members in Malaysia to train them on how to make video lessons for that. So this is there. I won't go into detail. I have shared you the link which you can use with your friends. Now, I want to show you another application. And this is a interesting application. You can see this video.
Hello, Rina. Today I was not able to attend social class. Can you please explain today's session to me? Hi Ritu. I was wondering that why didn't you attend today's Zoom class? What up Hassan Imam taught today? Well, today we study civics. It's all about case study of Saudi Arabia. Okay. Can you please explain it to me? Yeah, sure. Why not? Come sit on the bed first. Thank you. Let's start the interesting chapter. Firstly, Saudi Arabia is ruled by a hereditary king, which means that citizens have no role in changing or electing their rulers. Second point. In Saudi Arabia, the kings.
Okay, so I have shown you the recording, and you will be happy to know that this recording was done by a child. One of my participants, when I gave the training to them at their home, she asked her daughter to create this video. Means her daughter was not in the session, the mother was in the session, but she explained it to her daughter, and then this was done by her. This kind of videos, they are made by and you can find something about on it on my channel also, the other kind of means this how to create this session. There are some where there, yeah, this one, the learning of science, examples of animation using Plotagon. This is that, which one? So let me quickly show you. Okay, this is done. I'm closing it. So here is this software. It is called as Plotagon. You can see the icon. You go to you can see this Plotagon. Animate your message. It is for Google Play and Macintosh app. It is available for them. You can use it. The site is opening. Okay, yeah, it is opening now. Here you can see it is for mobile and there dynamic content, and you create your own videos like that. These are the animated videos which you can create, and they look quite interesting. So very quickly I will show you how to use this. So you click on Plotagon after you download it. It is activating. Okay, so here it is showing you animate a story, do what? You create something, and then you create. So you can, from here, you select things. Now, in any animation, any video or any story, what you need certain actors, the characters. You need certain scenery, the plot, the where the recording will be there, and the dialogues. These three things are there. You need actors or characters. You need certain situation where that action is happening, and the dialogues, what the people are saying. So first of all, let's see how you can create character. These are the characters which I have already created, but it is easy to create a new character, and that's very fun. Means first it asks you what you want to create. So either you want to take a male or a female character you are studying, so like this, or you can randomize. After that, this is your basic framework. Then you go for head, means what shape of head you need it, so like this shape or this shape or this shape, like that. And you can have various or this size. After that comes the hair. What kind of hairstyle would you like? This, and the kind of texture. It's a quite a long list. You can select from there, and then how would you like your character. Then the eye portion, the iris, the क्या बोलते हो आप इसको, and then eyebrow, and then there these options, and you can see it's a long list from there which you can select there. Then comes, if you want to put some stylish things, here is the dress, what you want to person, like wear, okay, then the lower, okay, then the shoe, what kind of boots you want, and you want to change their color, you can change the color. And here the voice, by default it has your one American voice. And then now if you want to give you a name, so you can type the name here and say any name and done. So the character will be created. And here comes your Jackie. So this way you have created your character, and these are the characters here. Now you need a plot. Create a new plot and have a, no, this is your working area now, on which you will be adding your characters, adding your dialogues, adding your scenery, something like that. So first we need a scene, that where that scene is happening. So you click on scene and it will show you some of the options which are available. It will come up soon. So let's see, you select on cafe. This is the cafeteria, and now this is our working area. So I select cafe, then with now at present it is empty, but with extra or without extra. Say if I click on extra, then see some persons, they are sitting here and they are non-attentive, or they want you want them to be attentive, talking to each other or something. And then you need to add a character, which character you would like to have. Okay, let's have a Jackie character is there, and Jackie is now by default here to the left of the counter. But let me put Jackie at the door. So see, now the Jackie is at the door. Now I need one more person now with whom the Jackie will be talking. So let's select Bapu. And then Bapu is here at present. And let us change the position and cash register or to the counter to the left. So you have put it here. Now they will say something now. So you add dialogue and who starts saying first. So say Jackie, and expression, whatever you think. Okay, let's make the Jackie dancing and write dialogue here. Now there are 2-3 options with you. If you write something, okay, so this I have typed. Now you can play it and see how it will appear.
Hey friends, I am from America, came to visit India. I want to eat something nice Indian dish.
Okay, so this way now you add say, and there is another option we can say also. So I add dialogue and I choose the character, this time Mahatma Gandhi, and here say what I can say proud and dialogue. Now instead of typing it, I can add my voice also. You can click on it and here the microphone will come. You start recording and then record your voice. Hello Jackie, welcome to India. We are happy to have you here and enjoy the Indian dishes. We have many options for you. Okay, so there recording and I can click on yes. So say loud. Now let's see how this will look like. Hello, Jackie. Welcome to India. We are happy to have you here and enjoy the Indian dishes. We have many options for you.
Hey friends, I am from America, came to visit India. I want to eat something nice Indian dish.
And that way you keep on building. And once you think that your everything is okay, you can click on render video. And then it is asking you want to write some caption, hashtag or something. Otherwise, then you can start saving this video. It is asking you with embedded subtitles, export or export without any subtitles, whatever you want to decide. So you can say without subtitles, and it is now rendering the video. It's creating this video. Hello, Jackie. Welcome to India. We are happy to have you here and enjoy the Indian dishes. We have many options for you.
Hey friends, I am from America, came to visit India. I want to eat something nice Indian dish.
It is now finalizing it. And it is asking me to save. So let me save it in my video folders. And I will give the name it to IPEM1. And you see that it is being saved as MP4. So your plot has been saved, done. And this is ready. So I can simply now, I can close this software. And let's go to video. Where is IPEM1? Here it is, IPEM1. Hello, Jackie. Welcome to India. We are happy to have you here and enjoy the Indian dishes. We have many options for you. So that way, the video it is
Hey
saved.
friends, I am from America, came to visit India. I want to eat something nice Indian dish.
Okay, that way the video, and after that, you can upload it on YouTube or work somewhere and like that. In addition to that, I want to show you another utility with the help of which you can create some flip books using this software. Flip HTML5. HTML5 is an interactive application with the help of which, this kind of book in which your chapters turn in this way. You can add them, and it will look like a ebook, where you can turn the pages and go like that. So this way. Okay, now let me see your question answers. Okay, Kusum is asking, is the time limit set by default? Kusumji, which software you are asking timeline? If the time limit was for Screencast-O-Matic, then 15 minutes is there, the free version soft line. It is free software or payable, sir? No, this Plotagon which I have showed to you, the version which I have used is the free version. Presentation. Okay, can we use the mobile phone camera as webcam on our desktop PC for recording? Yes, you can use, Amit. That can be used. Okay. Professor Devendra Shantilal is asking my email for future reference. Okay, let me type that in my chat box here. I have typed it in the chat box. Okay, what is the cost of Plotagon? The version which I have showed you is the free version, which you can use it. In the Plotagon time limit, no. In the Plotagon, the time limit, there is no time limit. You can make it a bigger one also. Let me show you this one, and you will be happy to know that I have created bigger ones also for some of the programs, and it may be somewhere there, but I want to show it to you, this one.
तंजिल, बेटा मेरी ई लर्निंग की ट्रेनिंग ख़त्म हो गई है। आपने कहा था ना शावरमा खाने जाना है, तो चलो तैयार हो जाओ, आज हम शावरमा खा के आते हैं।
पापा आज मेरा गला खराब है, फिर कभी चलेंगे।
ठीक है बेटा। ये बताओ चीकू क्या कर रही है, नज़र नहीं आ रही? जाके बेडरूम में देख के आओ, कहीं सो तो नहीं गई है चीकू?
ठीक है पापा, मैं देख के आता हूँ। पापा मैं अभी देख के आया हूँ, चीकू सोने वाली है।
ठीक है, आप ऐसा करो, आप पहले खाना खा लो और उसके बाद दवाई ले लेना और उसके बाद आराम से सो जाना, सुबह तक ठीक हो जाओगे।
पापा मैं खाना खा चुका हूँ, आप बस ये बता दो कौन सी दवाई लेनी है और कितनी लेनी है, हाफ की पूरी?
आप ऐसा करो, हाफ अजिथ्रोमाइसिन की टैबलेट ले लो और उसके बाद अगर कल आपका टेस्ट हो तो उसके लिए पढ़ लेना और उसके बाद आराम से सो जाना, सुबह तक आप ठीक हो जाओगे। अगर दवाई नहीं ली तो ठीक नहीं होगे।
पापा मैंने दवाई ले ली है, कल मेरा ईवीएस का पेपर है, आप अच्छे से तैयारी कटवा दो, इस बार मेरे को एक भी मार्क्स नहीं कटवाना हो, मेरे को टॉप करना है।
बेटा चलो अपनी ईवीएस की बुक ले आओ, मैं अभी आपकी तैयारी करा देता हूँ। अच्छा बुक ले आए, तो चलो बताओ, व्हाट आर द इंटरनल ऑर्गन्स? चलो।
The organs which are located inside our body are called internal organs.
गुड। अभी सेकंड क्वेश्चन बताना, विच इंटरनल ऑर्गन कंट्रोल्स ऑल?
Sir, your voice is not audible.
Oh, sorry. I think it got muted. Here you can see that, and you will be happy to know that he is Dr. Mukesh. He is a lecturer in Rohtak University. He attended one of my session, and only after that he went home. And see this photo of him. If you see him in reality, he will exactly look like that. Means I was surprised when I saw his photo, and he designed his face in such a way that it looks a reality like that. And the voices are their original voices. His and Tanjil is his daughter. And see the kind of changes, the screen changes like that. It looks like a real conversation, something that. And I think the session is going to be over very soon. I think Amit or whom was asking about that. There is a facility, it is called as IVCam, which you can use you can attach it to your you can use your mobile phone, mobile phone. And if your say laptop camera is not working or something, so this will act as your webcam. You can attach it there, and it will turn, then you can use it like in this way. You can see here, you can download it, this app, and can work from there. Okay, so Gokilla is asking, is this software we can use only human animation or animals also? Yeah, in that software, whatever the characters are there, the issues are there, or if you upload something, those can also come. Please have some application for whiteboard recording. For whiteboard recording, I prefer Jamboard of Google, which is free. And perhaps on my, I think, let me see. I prepared one tutorial for that also on Jamboard. This is my SlideShare account. You can go here and you can download many presentations, and you are free. I have made them Creative Commons licenses, so no issue. And here it is the some of students in a college, they nowadays they can't go to market, and the teacher wanted to have their examination on drawing something on graph paper. और कुछ स्टूडेंट्स के पास घर पे, अब कौन आजकल घर पे ग्राफ पेपर रखता है, तो ये मैंने उनके लिए बनाया था. बट इट इज इक्वली गुड टू बी यूज्ड एज the as a, you can see the as a whiteboard. Means this is how you reach here, and then it will show you this is your whiteboard area. Here you can create it. I just selected the background as the checkered here, which looks like a graph paper. So these are the instructions, and then you can save it, and then you open it. It was a rough drawing. So like that you can use it. Okay, so where are more messages? Okay, oh, I hope Amit, it will serve your purpose. Preeti ji is asking last question, application for YouTube streaming. I use StreamYard for live streaming. That is very good. Means it is free. And not only that, my friends, because they are in Malaysia, I'm here now. Even we use that to talk to each other also. Even don't go if you don't want. That is called as StreamYard. It is StreamYard. So what you do, you create a, you need to first log into your account. You create an account into it, then create a broadcast, and it will ask you where you want to broadcast. I have saved only two things, either my Facebook page or my YouTube stream. So you click it, and then you give a title to it, IPEM, some description, and whether it is a public or private, means unlisted, what kind of streaming you want, or you can schedule it for any particular time, and then click on broadcast. So now you are entering into the broadcast with mode, and here it will ask you that your microphone and camera to be used. So you allow it. I think my camera won't be, because the Zoom is taking my camera, but here you click you type your name and enter. So you enter it, and those of you who are, you can go to my stream there, and then here is the feature that at present, because my microphone and camera both are being used by Zoom, they are not activated here, but otherwise I can remain as a single. I can have more participants into it. If I select this one, then means I need to invite some guest first. I need to share them, and then I can have many, the teacher with the screen, more than two people with the screen. Screen here means you want to show them, if it is a conference and you want to show your PPT. So your PPT in that, or only the PPT. These are different things there. And then you, by clicking on here, you start share your screen by comes here. And then once you think, and once you click on go live, from here you go live, and you are live. So if you go there, okay, Vaishali, oh, fantastic. The people, and maybe if you are okay on my YouTube, you can see here it is the live now. You can see me because my camera is, but it is live. So any person who is watching this right now, means on my one watching now started less than 1 minute ago, and here is the live stream. If you type something here, you can have the so it will go into it, and then you can add people into it, and then once you do it, then you need to end broadcast. Okay, and this will end the broadcast. So then you can ask, send feedback, and like that. So that way you go live. Okay, so I think no more questions. So let me stop sharing my screen, and here you are. If you want to ask any question, you can unmute yourself and speak. Malhotra sahab, namaste. Nice to see you again.
I think Colonel sir want to say something. I would request
unmute करना पड़ेगा.
Please unmute yourself, sir. Director General IPM Group of Institution, Dr. Colonel A.S. Malhotra is going to close the session and share his views about this 3 days FDP. So I would request sir to please unmute himself.
वो संगीता जी आप अपनी टीम को बोल दीजिए, वो उनको अनम्यूट कर सकते हैं.
Okay, Ms. Supriya can unmute, Colonel sir. I would request Ms. Supriya to please unmute, sir. Yes, sir. Now you are unmuted.
Yeah. Okay. So.
Thank you, Gokila ji.
Okay. First of all, on behalf of Mr. Anupam Goyal, Mrs. Sugandha Goyal, and the IPM group of institutions, particularly the Center for Teacher Education, Dr. Nishi Sharma, Dr. Sangeeta Solanki, all the faculty of the CTE department and also of the IT department, we are extremely grateful to Professor Sharma for
Excuse me,
sparing
sir,
his
your
valuable.
camera is not visible. Your camera is not properly adjusted. Sir, adjust your screen. Please, yes.
हल्का सा distance कर
Sir, थोड़ा make a distance with your device.
Yeah,
now it's okay.
Okay. I'll just go over it again. First of all, I said that on behalf of Mr. Anupam Goyal, Ms. Sugandha Goyal, and all the IPM group of institutions, faculty, staff, and students, and particularly that of the Center for Teacher Education, Dr. Nishi Sharma, Dr. Sangeeta Solanki, and all the other faculty of the CT department, as well as the IT department who provided the technical support, and all the participants who are participating through Zoom or through the YouTube channel, and all those who are registered. We are extremely grateful to Professor Sharma, who spared his valuable time for 3 days, that is 11, 12, and 13, and really educated us and gave an in-depth of all the things that are regarding the various tools and techniques that are there in this particular. And I think this is the first of the time that we are doing this 3 days FDP on the online system and all that, and this is very good. If I go through that, then I remember that there were about 700 odd people who are registered for it, and 535 have been very active in this particular thing, and we are extremely grateful to all those people from all over India who have participated in this. Although, as we recall, at the first day that Dr. Sharma had briefed us about the various tools and techniques that are available, he gave us a complete listing of now we only came to know that there is an ocean of tools and techniques that are available, whether it's the Moodle or Google Classroom, Sakai, Cisco WebEx, Zoom, Google Meet, Jitsi, MIT, then Arsava, University, Netflix, and so many LMSs, etc. And then on the second day, we were grateful to Mr. Parveen, who gave us a practical demonstration of various tools and techniques that Dr. Sharma had covered on the first day. And today, as all of us have given, the best part of the FDP is that not only that telling us something, but actually practically doing it. Whether he explained us completely on the Zoom thing, or FreeCam, or to the screencast, or various other YouTube, or giving the various other examples of Plotagon, downloading, etc. And now this has been extremely useful session for all of us, I would say. And these 3 days have been spent more usefully. And now, as far as I think we are waiting for the feedback of all the participants who had participated. Once we
sorry, sir, sorry. Please, you adjust your camera. You are not at all visible. Yes, now it is okay. It is okay now, sir.
Okay. So as far as this thing is concerned, now we had very active participants in the shape of question answer that were asked, or the chat box people have asked, or to raising their hands, etc. And now I'm sure all of you will be giving their feedback, and we'll be preparing their certificate as well, given that those who have attended for all the 3 I think the most usefulness of this particular session will be once all of us who have attended this particular 3 days FDP, we practice all that we have learned, because doing it with your own hands and whatever platform Dr. Sharma had explained or Mr. Parveen has explained, I think we need to ourselves do it. And once and he has practically shown it on the screen, and he's practically shown it with innumerable number of examples and all that, and that's a great thing for all of us to learn, and it will be useful only from that point of view. And we are extremely grateful to you, sir, once again, and again grateful to the CT department who has organized this FDP for the first time in this whereas we have been organizing various webinars, or we have been organizing various quiz competitions or various essay writing competitions, etc. But this FDP for 3 days was perhaps the first one, and we are extremely grateful to all the faculty who have participated or who have contributed towards the success of this. Sir, once again, on behalf of all of us, Mr. Anupam Goel, Sugandha Goel, and the CT department, all the IPM group of institutions, we are extremely grateful to you, sir, Professor Sharma, and Mr. Parveen. Thank you so much. Thank you so much indeed.
Thank you so much, sir. That was really a very knowledgeable session, and I have attended your earlier sessions also. So I was expecting maybe something same will be there, but definitely even I have learned so many new things here, and I'm thankful to you, sir. On behalf of IPM Group of Institution, I extend my heartiest thanks to you for enlightening us with this knowledge, and thank you so much, sir. And now I would like to announce to the participants that they will get the certificates within 3 days till 17th of June. The certificate shall be mailed to them, and now we can formally conclude this meeting. And thank you so much, sir, for joining. And
okay, thank you.
Thank you all. Now we can end this meeting.
Okay, bye everyone. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Namaste.
I'm sure you will oblige us in future also, sir.
आपके आदेश को कैसे टाल सकते हैं?
Very kind of you, sir, really.
जी. Namaste.
Namaskar, sir. Thank you, sir.